rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
one of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from KC. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mahomes. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Hardy now with the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's got his tight end. It's Kelce. They convert with a gain of 15.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Yellow.
Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelce. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Yellow. Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 11-yard line.
So
that's the end of the first quarter with the score. 15. Yellow.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Off the play fake, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A good push from the defense. They get him down back in his own 10. Third and long for Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. to the air one more time with Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Again, it's Jackson. Now he takes off. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing Jackson. Backs to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he will score. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Hey, 43.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no...
And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ozzie, sit up. Sit up.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. You change it.
To throw is Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. Jackson up top again. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
Hey, Alpha, sit up.
Now, Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make better decisions here in the 2nd half. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Hardman now to return it. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. 1st and 10. Jackson now. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Here's 3rd and 7. Going to go right back to Henry. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Raven 1st down. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. He's still on his feet, and he will score. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good, and the Ravens move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Washington. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready.
To the goal line and in. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Ravens. Point after now from Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Right side.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. Now a 3rd and 2. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson on 3rd and 2. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Hardman now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's got another one. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. Aguilar goes off in motion. And he's going to lose yardage here. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Jackson. Aguilar able to make the catch. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now Jackson on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. Here's Pacheco. To be taken down after a short pickup. It's up to 27. Second down, 8 for the 1st down. To throw is Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. He's